Join me as I dive into the world of Oliver Twist and try to figure out why this story has stayed relevant for a whopping 180 years. Charles Dickens' iconic novel, Oliver Twist, has been a staple of English literature for nearly 2 centuries. Published in 1838, this classic tale of a young orphan's struggles in Victorian England continues to captivate readers and inspire new adaptations to this day. But what makes Oliver Twist so timeless, so endearing, and so relevant even in the 21st century? Oliver Twist is a story that's deeply rooted in the harsh realities of its time. The characters face challenges that were all too common during the Industrial Revolution: poverty, exploitation, and social injustice. Oliver, himself, is a product of the workhouse system, where the poor were forced to live in squalid conditions and fight for scraps. The characters' daily struggles to survive are a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Fagin's Lair, where Oliver falls in with a group of pickpockets, is a hotbed of criminal activity, but it's also a microcosm of the societal ills that plagued Victorian England. The characters are forced to rely on each other, and on their wits, to get by. Meanwhile, the authorities turn a blind eye to the suffering of the poor, and the wealthy elite remain oblivious to the hardships of those beneath them. Through Oliver's eyes, we see the stark contrast between the haves and the have-nots. We're introduced to a world where the poor are forced to fight for every scrap of food, every penny, and every shred of dignity. It's a world that's both familiar and foreign, where the struggles of the past continue to resonate with our own modern-day concerns. In many ways, the characters in Oliver Twist are ahead of their time. They're fighting for survival, but they're also fighting for justice, for fairness, and for the right to be treated with dignity and respect. They're not just victims of circumstance, they're agents of change, refusing to accept the status quo and demanding a better life for themselves and those around them. Poverty, social justice, and the struggle for identity are just a few of the key themes that make Oliver Twist a timeless classic. Dickens' masterful storytelling weaves these threads together, creating a rich tapestry that's both deeply personal and universally relatable. The struggles of the characters are our struggles, too, struggles to find our place in the world, to assert our identities, and to demand a fair shot at happiness. At its core, Oliver Twist is a story about hope. It's a story about the human capacity to overcome even the most daunting challenges, to find the strength to carry on, and to hold on to hope, no matter how faint. It's a story that reminds us that, no matter how dark the times may seem, there's always a way forward, always a glimmer of light in the darkness. One pivotal moment in the story that encapsulates this struggle is when Oliver asks for more gruel. It's a small act of defiance, but it's a declaration of his humanity, his dignity, and his refusal to be treated as less than. It's a moment that resonates throughout the story, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there's always a spark of hope, always a chance for redemption and forgiveness. In that moment, Oliver becomes more than just a character, he becomes a symbol of resistance, of resilience, and of the human spirit's capacity to persevere. He's a reminder that, no matter how bleak the circumstances may seem, there's always a way forward, always a chance to start anew. Oliver Twist remains a timeless classic because it speaks to something fundamental in all of us. It reminds us that, no matter how different our circumstances may be, we're all fighting for the same things: dignity, justice, and the right to be treated with respect. It's a story that transcends time, transcends culture, and transcends borders. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of Oliver Twist. If you have any thoughts on this timeless classic, be sure to share them in the comments below. And if you're interested in exploring more classic literature, be sure to check out my other videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell.